So nice to see so many friendly faces in the same room together after the last 2 years we've had. I was asked to say a few words about CHS and my journey there. I started CHS in Junior 1. I was there for 11 years. When I started there, my parents couldn't afford the fees to send me. I don't know how they managed it. They just started a food business with their life savings. And going to CHS was quite a daunting prospect. But they worked very hard. The business was 2 years old when I started. And I remember them sending me to Monkhouse to get my blazer. A lot of you will be familiar with this. There was the cool nylon one and the shit woolen one. And guess what? I was the only Indian in the school, and they gave me the woolly one. I was armed with a briefcase, pointy shoes, and a nice pair of shorts. So it was more about survival at that stage than any kind of success. But I got through it, and I had 11 absolutely fantastic years at CHS, and I'm sure you'll all empathise that it was a great school. It had a great balance, it was co-ed, a nice mix of education and fun and trips away, and it was a key part of my life. So when I was asked to do this, it was an honour to come back and give something back to the school that I had a great time at. I've got lots of fond memories of Tudor View, so in no particular order. Field trips, learning to play an instrument, which was interesting. Ski trips to Flims, of which we did a couple. You can hear me now. Jam roly-poly with custard. German exchanges. Singing Jerusalem at Founders Day. Used to belt that one out. Rugby tour to Canada, which was an amazing experience that you probably take for granted at the time, like all of these things. But you look back as you get older and you go, wow, what a great school we went to. And not only that, you go to university and meet other people. Not everyone was lucky enough to have those kind of experiences like we were, so it was great. At sixth form, I did German, French and business, because they were the only things I was any good at. I grew up in a bilingual household, so I was quite good at languages, so I pursued that along with business. I went to the University of Leeds, I did business and German, so I had 4 years there and a year out living in Munich, which was fantastic. And then I went travelling for 6 months and joined our family food business when I was 23 years old. So at the time, my parents owned the business 50-50 together. They started it from nothing, and it was a great success story, and it was an honour to be a part of it. But very shortly after I joined, they split up, and they owned the business 50-50. So my first job at 27 was to buy the family company, which in 2008 was quite difficult. Just to raise finance and get into grips, it was very difficult. But I managed to achieve it with the help of my team, the great team I had around me. We grew the business from about 20 million to 100 million revenue over the next 10 years. So it was a busy time, but exciting time. And I think having the foundations of CHS really helped me achieve that. So reconnecting with school has been an absolute pleasure. Going back recently, you can see the job that Neil and his predecessors have done with all the amazing team in terms of the investment and what they've spent, where they've spent it. And I think Cheadle looks as good as any school in the world. You know, you go there and there's a good vibe, there's a good atmosphere, the kids are happy, there's a great team of people that run it. So I think it's a credit to everyone that's involved. I'm honoured to have been asked to do the role. And I think they've asked me to engage with more people. So there's some familiar faces here tonight, and there's a number of people I haven't met. I'd love to meet all of you. I'd love to be in touch with all of you. And if anyone hasn't been back to do a talk, I strongly suggest you do it, because one thing that we didn't get at school was great careers advice. And everyone in this room has got a brilliant story. So if you get asked and a tap on the shoulders to go back, definitely go and do that. A couple of events that I've been asked to talk about. So 7th of May, there's a tour of the school. It's also the class of 82 and 2012 are having reunions that day. So if you're around on the 7th of May, please go. Also the 12th of November, if you can put that in your diary, that's the Old Wax dinner back at school. So booking's now open. If you do want to attend, please let us know. So thank you very much for attending. Thanks for listening to me. It's an honour to be in the room with so many of you from CHS, and I hope to meet you all a couple of you